remind you of what happened in match day 29, and we'll see how your clubs are faring so far. So we'll take a look at this video, and when we are back, we'll talk about the managers who has that temperament, that character to lift the trophy when we play the last 5 rounds of exchanges. And so we are back after this.
This is Star Times coverage of the...
Thank you very much for staying with us here on GTV Sports Class. Already my guest is making me enjoy the show, and I know you will when I introduce you to him. So he's a former player of Amidas Professionals. He's played at Shanty Gold, plays with Wow All-Stars, now Legon Cities. Great Olympics at a point, he captained them. And so when we talk about the Ghana Premier League, he'll be able to tell us a very good story. My guest today is Francis Mantey, and I am so happy that I was able to squeeze him out of his busy schedule. Francis, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Abby.
I'm happy you are here. Tell us, and after you left us in 2016, looking back at our Premier League, especially this season, how do you see it?
It's very good. In Ghana, every season the league keep improving.
Yeah.
The old administration did their part and left. The new administration is continuing, and I think they are doing marvelous well in terms of organization, perfectly for me.
For you, the quality that you left behind, you were saying that the last time you left Good Olympics, that was when they went to relegation and they are back in the league and doing so well. That the quality that you had at your time and at this time, is it something to write home about?
You know, in football, every generation and its players. Our generation, I can think our generation, they have, although Olympics went to relegation in that time, so many issues went into that issues. You know, Olympics, when we are in Division 1, we are more united. But when we come to Premier League, there's more disturbances, fighting about the clubs, fighting about the ownership, blah, blah, blah. But this time, I can say, totally different. They are united. They are very united. The board have united, the players and the coaches. That is doing the magic for the club.
But apart from Good Olympics, I'm sure that you have watched some of the other games and you have friends that still play in the league. You think that we are giving ourselves a good competition here? Sure.
Sure. I have a friend who play as a friend who play Katoko. I have a friend, most of my friends play in the Premier League. Yeah. Those I play with and those when I'm playing, they are all doing well, I think.
Okay, so it's good for someone who has been a part of our league to look back and tell us that this is a generation that is equally doing well like they used to for our Ghana Premier League. But in week 29, we had some good results that went the way of especially the top 4 and some shockers for those that are struggling to beat relegation. And so Elmina Sharks started it all when they beat 11 Wonders 2-1. There was a lot to talk about in that game. And then on Saturday, that game was moved to Monday. So Bechem United beat Bekum Chelsea on Sunday 2-0. And West Africa Football Academy, after that drama in Sogakope, shared spoils with Dreams Football Club. And King Faisal, the shocker of the week, beat Good Olympics at home 1-0. Diana Stars also saw that Liberty were seen off to a 2-0 loss. And then Karilla United beat Legon City at the Cosby Wa Memorial Park 2-0. And Ashanti Gold beat Ebusia Drops 1-0. Accra Hearts of Oak didn't have it easy at the hands of their little brothers in Medium SC, but they showed that, of course, they are the other brothers and beat them 2-0. And then on Monday, that game that has brought a lot of conversation, whether or not for points to be deducted or not, that conspiracy about Accra Hearts of Oak is going on so much, especially after that game when Intala is were beaten 3-2 by Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Francis, this is what we had last week. I know apart from your club or league that lost, any other results you want to talk about?
No, not really. The only thing I want to say about the bottom people are struggling to come up, while the top 4 are also trying to maintain their position.
Talking about top 4, Good Olympics, you have been in and out, you were taking control, then you travel and go and lose to King Faisal. I'm not saying King Faisal is a bad club, but if you look at how they are performing and how good Olympics is performing, should you lose to King Faisal?
No. Before the match, when he traveled to, I think, Techima, I talked to a friend, and I told him there will be a surprise. He said, no, King Faisal is not doing it. I said, no, there will be a surprise. So actually, I know there will be a surprise. Because before the match, I talked to one of their players, and they said, we are going to win the way the morale high. But remember, King Faisal also want to survive.
Yeah.
So losing in home in this particular game, no, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. So I wasn't surprised Olympics lost at Techiman.
A lot said that game between Hearts of Oak and Mediama SC was going to be a very crucial one for Hearts of Oak, indeed, if they want to lift that trophy after match day 34. And I think they took that into their notes, and Coach Boydie ensured that Accra Hearts of Oak came out victorious over his side. I dare say he has built and left in Takwan. So they're able to beat Mediama SC 2-0, and we put that game together for you to see some highlights from our beautiful game match of the week. That's Hearts of Oak against Mediama SC. Let's watch that. And so this is the win that cemented Hearts of Oak's position at the top, and they were eagerly waiting to see if Kumasi Asante Kotoko would do something. And so they are still on top of the league. But Francis, you wanted to say something about that game between Hearts and Mediama?
Yeah. You know, I wasn't surprised Samuel Boydie won that game because he knew Mediama.
Sure.
Players, he built that team. Yeah. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised that they won 2-0.
Okay, so it didn't come as a surprise. So when you know something inside out. But before we get to the line and speak to Felix Shomark, let's try and then see the league standing as of now. Accra Hearts of Oak on top and cruising with 53 points. Second is Kumasi Asante Kotoko, who are second on 53 points. Karila United following that third spot with 46 points. Mediama SC also are fourth and with the same number of points, that's 46. Dreams FC moved to the fifth position and are now with 45 points. Good Olympics are sixth, also on 45 points. West Africa Football Academy are seventh, also on 43 points. Diana Stars are eighth on 43 points. And Lagos City is climbing up gradually, also ninth on 38 points. The second half of the table looks this way. As Ashanti Gold remain at the 10th spot with 37 points. Bechem United are 11th on 37 points. Ebusian Dwarfs are now 12th on 34 points. Bekum Chelsea also 13th on 34 points. Elmina Sharks are 14th with 34 points. And 11 Wonders 15th on 33 points. Liberty Professionals back to the drop zone on the 16th spot with 32 points. King Faisal are languishing 17th on 32 points. And Inter Allies continue to wallow in their misery and are 18th on 26 points. Francis, this is the table we are looking at, and we are left with just 5 games to go. Before we talk about the top 4 teams, this is how it is looking like. You think there will be any major changes?
No. I think,
especially at the bottom.
At the bottom, I think Liberty will escape relegation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure if Liberty will escape, the drop will be 11 Wonders and Elimina Sharks. Yeah, Inter Allies, King Faisal, Liberty will escape. It will be between.
Is there any special reason you think Liberty will escape? I hear lots of people say that, but they don't look like it at the end of every match that we play.
You know, no. You know when sailors come in. Now they are playing good, but the results are not coming. Those sellers have the experience to move Liberty out of relegation. So that's why I'm telling you that.
Okay, so Liberty Professionals, I think a lot of people are banking on you to survive because of the quality you give us. But for me, from where I sit, I think it looks a little difficult. But this is football, 5 more games to go. So let's see that pans out, how that pans out. But we're going to look at our top 4 clubs. We have Accra Hearts of Oak, we have Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Karela United, and Mediama SC. These are 4 strong men that have different characters, different outlooks, different temperaments when it comes to winning the league. But first, it's Coach Boydie, who is on top of the league. And so he has 5 games to go. Let's see if he'll be able to turn things around for Accra Heart of Oak. He has that temperament. He has that let's do it spirit. And so his last 5 games are against Legon Cities, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Ebusia Dwarfs, Liberty, and Wafa. And then second is Mariano Barreto of Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, very bullish and sometimes sarcastic in his pre-match and post-match comments, but hey, he has his own way of getting his men to do the job. And he has Karila to face, Accra Heart of Oak, Kingfisher, Bechem United, and Elmina Sharks. Then third is good old Augustine Evans Adote, who has all the experience when it comes to the men and the women. So on assuming he has Asante Kotoko to play, Ebusan Dwarfs to play, Liberty Professionals, Wafa, and then Diana Stars to play. Then finally to come top 4 is contemporary Apreko, who is also with Mediama SC. Now he has Faisal to play, the Bechem United to play, Sharks to play, Wonders, and Chelsea. Francis, look, these 4 managers. Apart from the games, who has that character to win the league?
I think John Boydu.
You think Boydu?
Yeah.
You are not even going to consider Evans Adote's experience?
I think John Boydu. In football, it's about character. John Boydu has brought... Samuel Boydu,
yeah.
Sorry. Samuel has brought something different, something unique in Asofo players. You know, Asofo have changed 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Samuel is the 3rd one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He only brought character to the team. Because same players.
Yes. Nobody has left.
Nobody has left. He only brought 2 or 3 players. Or I think so.
Salifu came at the time he came by. It's literally the same.
Okay, so I think he didn't sign Salifu. He came and made
yeah.
But he only brought character into House of Food. House of Food, they are now playing with character. And football, if you don't have character, forget about it. I see us won't drop a point.
In the last 5 of all 15 points for Hearts.
They won't. Okay. Mark my word, they won't drop a point. Why? Because now they are playing with character. If they will not play anything with the strong character, strong attitude, strong mentality, they will win. They will by all means win the game. And we are talking about Kotoko. They are big, they have fans. I can't see the zeal, the character, the toughness in them like House of Folk.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're also winning. So what then is the difference?
They are winning and they all have their destiny in their hands.
Yeah.
If someone will draw with Kotoko, if at West he pick a point with Kotoko, he will not drop a point. So assuming he have 15 points to take. If he pick 1 point with Kotoko, it will left with 15 people draw 1, so 13 points. This 13 points, he will not draw a point. He will never. He will win this all the games. Kotoko should win all the games. So it will be head-to-head, right? And the first leg is draw.
It was draw, yeah.
Goalless.
Yeah.
And this, it will depend. This league will depend between us and Kotoko. Everybody have his destiny on their hand. But I can't see somebody dropping a point because the players are playing with character.
Okay. And I want to hold before Evans Adote especially because I think that for him, he's been on and off because of national duties. But then he's been able to put his team together. I think that Philip Shomak has joined us. Let's speak him so that he will join in this conversation. Philip, thank you for joining me, understand me. And so it looks like it's difficult it's difficult for both Felix and for Francis, he said it is going to be Hearts. But Felix was unable to tell me that it's going to be Hearts or Mediama or any of the top 4. He says that let's see what happens between Hearts and Kotoko. They have always decided when it comes to Ghana football.
Don't be surprised when you see Dream FC entered into the top 4. You know, from apart from us and Kotoko, from Karela coming up to, is it Dream FC?
And then at 6th.
Dream FC, with Olympics,
Wafa
won't, but Dream FC and Olympics, these 2 teams, one winter.
One can make top 4.
Yeah, and I think Olympics can make the top 4 too.
Okay, so it looks like the top four might change the gospel according to Francis. So we wait to see how the last five round of matches turn out. But as part of our initiative in the FA Cup, so we have 11 Premier League clubs that are in there. Good Olympics, Hearts. I can remember that. For me, what quickly comes to mind is Karela and Mediama.
Mediama, that is Zima Derby.
Yeah.
I hear people calling it Zima Derby.
Yeah.
You know, in this game, both of them knew they will not take the league.
Okay.
So instead of them to feel maybe their second team, they won't, because you know they all came from the same region.
Yeah.
So they will think, why if we can't take the league, we can fight and take the FA Cup. So they will play this FA Cup seriously.
Like it's a Premier League.
Yes, like it's a Premier League game. You know, they just play. Not quite long ago, they have their derby.
Last 2 weeks was.
And I think Mediama won.
Yeah, Mediama beat them
1-0. So Kayabo will go for revenge.
Okay, so the revenge for and Good Olympics winning.
Sure. We'll go to Pando. We are going away.
Lions, yeah, going away.
The Pando is very difficult when we anytime we go there, they will beat us 1-0 to 1. By this time it will be the FA Cup. This time it will change. And
also be a new beer. So
yeah, FA Cup.
Hearts of Oak, Windy Professionals has given Hearts of Oak some good players in time past. And so this is time to just say thank you.
But I don't see the Windy Professional score as a folk at this particular time.
Stadium.
No, now they don't want to.
FA Cup is not a walkover like that.
But now they don't want to drop their spirit.
So they want the FA Cup and the league as well.
Because somebody will say I took double. So maybe somebody will think we have to get it double. Maybe we will not get the league, so you try to, but Winning Professional will not
be able to be there. Also against Division 1 side.
Another walkover.
They have not had it easy with Division 1 side.
But they also don't want to drop their spirit. You know, at this particular moment, these two giants, both of them don't want to. Even if they play with third division, they would like to win to keep their spirit up.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So I don't see Asante Kotoko dropping to. Although FA Cup is Odiano, but I don't believe Kotoko will drop the points.
I don't think that Division 1 clubs will also take this part of the conversation lightly, because they have dominated when it comes to the FA Cup. So for Francis, I believe he wants to say that all the Premier League side should have a good share this weekend to keep up the spirit and the momentum so they can continue with their league in midweek. But as we prepare to look at our midweek fixtures, because we'll be back on Wednesday and on Thursday, that would have been played, then we'll get to talk about it. We also prepare to get to the camp of Azakes ladies, because they are preparing for two good competitions, if I can say, and they are the most decorated, the most talked about, the most successful when it comes to the women's league. And so we'll get to talk to their chief executive officer as they prepare for the champions in Africa and also the champions of champions down here next week Saturday at the Medina Ashton. But then on Wednesday, we'll have our midweek fixtures to bring us to match day 30. Great Olympics at home will welcome the Hunters in Bechem United, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Lane Clay Stadium will play Karela United, and Bekum Chelsea will welcome Elbina Sharks to Bekum, and then Mediama SC will play Ken Faisal. Dreams will play 11 Wonders at the Theatre of Dreams, and Liberty Professionals in their New Haven in Sogakope will play Ashanti Gold. And then West Africa Football Academy will play Aegean Stars. Then Legon Cities take on Accra Heart of Oak. And on Thursday, we saw draws against Inter Allies. So this is the fixtures we'll have in midweek. I don't know which of the games you want to go for, but for us here on Beautiful Game, we are looking at that game between two top 4 participants, that is Asante Kotoko and Karela United. If you want to keep your top 4 hopes or winning the league hopes alive, somebody should win this game.
Yeah, and I think Kotoko are playing home.
Yeah.
In this particular moment, if they don't get all the 3 points, they are finished. They will forget about the league.
If Asante Kotoko does not beat Karela,
they should forget about the league.
Okay.
Because in this crucial moment, dropping a point you are finished.
Okay.
It's like you are a driver and you are going to a journey and you slip off. Your car will crash.
Sure.
Yeah. So if at this crucial moment, you go and drop a point, forget about this is because ours is not ready to drop a point at this moment. They are not.
Okay.
They are not by the way they are playing. They are not. The coach is not ready to drop a point. So if Carrera Kotoko can beat Carrera at Lenklen, they should forget about the league. But me, I'm going for them.
I'm sure the same message will go for Hearts of Oak as well.
Sure.
If you are not able to beat their opponents, that also ends for them. For Mediama also, if they are not able to win this Wednesday, then it means it's off for them.
In top 4, Mediama is playing at home. Now everybody is picking his home game.
Yeah.
Ghana Premier League at this 5 matches. Everybody is playing. Everybody is taking 3 points at his home.
But you were so conscious that if Kotoko does not win, then they should forget about it.
Because as won't lose it, as from these 5 matches.
Has to beat Legon City, you are sure?
Sure.
Okay.
It won't be easy, but as at Accra Sports Stadium, it won't be easy for them, but they will win.
Game, though.
Yeah, but in Accra, it won't be easy, but they will win.
Okay.
So if Kotoko can beat Carrera in Lenkren, they should forget about the league.
And you are looking at how many goals?
Now it will be 2-1, 1-0.
Just a 1 goal margin.
Yes, it won't be so many goals this particular 5 games. It won't be more goals. And Mediama is playing home. He will try to win because he came away and lost. So he's going back. He wants to sit at home and take the 3 points.
Okay. I just got a message from a stout Kotoko fan and another viewer of our show. He said I should tell you that Karela is their young brothers. So don't worry. Don't worry at all. Coach Stanford told him. So he says don't worry at all. They score Karela. And they are hopeful they are going to I'll be happy if Kotoko win this Carrera game. As of Hope beat Legon City. I want you want that momentum to continue.
Yes, so they beat.
Okay, so let's see how Niama and Carsto Carrera United. Now he's shifting the conversation to a respectable position.
I told you Carrera United, they don't think of taking the league. Oh,
you're sure? Because they started very well.
Yes.
Like Great Olympics.
Yes, but when Carrera is on top of the table, I always say, no. They are just playing to be a respectable position, but not the time to take the league. You understand?
And how about the time Great Olympics were also on top, in top 4, first, second, third?
I knew we wouldn't take the league, but we will be in the top 4. I knew.
Okay.
We won't, but we will be in the top 4. I knew. So when people are saying Olympics will take the league this year, I say no. The character to take the league, the spirit to take the league is not yet there. It's not yet. They are playing good. Their spirit is high, but to take the league, it take a lot of things to win Ghana Premier League.
And Good Olympics does not have that.
For now, no.
Okay, so character, no, for Good Olympics, and so maybe Hearts of Oak fans should just continue with whatever they have. But then very soon we'll be crossing over to talk to the women as well, as we welcome the.
It's back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again.